Hey guys, do you have an RV slide that's squeaking? Or are you just wanting more RV slide information? Then you've come to the right place. Let's do it. Hey, I'm Mark with The Art of Rving. Thank you for watching the video. If you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for watching the video. And today, my squeaking slide out and a lot of information that I actually have learned about our slide out, and I'm gonna pass that on to you today. And so this was our first camper with a slide, and we went camping right after we bought it. It didn't make a sound. And then we got it back to the house and it started squealing like a pig stuck under a fence, and we couldn't solve it. So I dedicated myself to find out why it's squeaking. So come along with me, we'll find out. Okay, so the first thing I learned was that this is a linear actuated slide. And also, this is called a ram. And I thought that this long part with the teeth was just the ram, but it's actually the motor and that piece. So the first thing I did is I got underneath here to inspect the teeth and everything, see how clean it was. And when I put my hand up here with this ring, I touched it and it went something like this. And got a nasty shock. So as you can see on the receptacle tester, these two lights mean that I have reverse polarity in this plug. That's the reason that I became the ground and got the shock. So then I plugged it into another receptacle that I have correct wiring in this one. So now that I've got my polarity right, apparently you come in and you wipe this down. Make sure that there's no debris on it at all. Okay guys, so it's not rocket science. We're going to spray something onto the ram, but first I learned that you're not supposed to use this kind of WD-40. It's like the regular oily kind. I used to have an instructor back in the day when it was invented. Can you believe that? Or maybe not. But anyway, he used to call it monkey pee. He liked oil, not this. But anyway, it attracts like all the grime and dirt and crap and gets onto your ram, and you don't want that. Okay, then I went and bought some of this WD-40 dry lube, which was awesome, so all the crap wouldn't stick to it because it's dry. Anyway, I sprayed the rams with this dry lube and I put the slide in, and it still squealed like a police informant, let me tell you. So I wasn't very happy with that. So then I talked to Justin up where we bought the RV. Thank you, Justin. Shout out to you, Quality RV. And I bought this slide specific lube, which I thought was going to be awesome. I was very excited about it. And today I couldn't get the cap off of it, and I pried it off with a screwdriver and broke the top completely off of it. $10 right here, can't use it. So like I said, it's not rocket science, right? So you just spray it along both sides of the teeth, underneath it, you know. But something I did learn was there's a motor that's up inside here, and you spray it in there. And so if you get it sprayed off, I've seen some people who wiped it off after they've put it on there. And Justin, my head tech at Quality RV, said he never ever wipes it down. He just leaves it on there. And so we'll see. Okay, so here it goes retracting in, and you're gonna see up here that we do have a slide topper on it, which was a must for me. And you're gonna see right here how the slide out is not squeaking. Oh, it does have a little squeak to it. But the thing that I've learned is that the WD-40 dry lube, I was told that it sinks in. So when I first put it on, it didn't work. But now I'm seeing that it is working. And of course, I'm excited about using the other slide specific lube, but I broke the top off. So we'll find out. But I wanted to share with you some more tips that I've learned. And so here we go. So one of the first things that I learned is that sound. Did you hear that? It's called clutching, and it doesn't hurt it. It just tells you that it's all the way out, but you're not supposed to keep on the button, of course, and that kind of thing. So I did learn that they have this spray that you spray onto these seals, and it will prolong the life of these seals. And there's some on the top, some on the sides, and also when this is out, to make sure that this is this way direction and not the other direction. And also I learned to keep your slide in or out all the way. If not, you see those gaps right there? That will let rain come in. So it's all the way in, all the way out. And also I've learned to treat these These seals, with the same lubricant that you do outside. The only warning that you're gonna have is make sure you put it on a rag first and wipe it down, because if you get oil and grease onto this right here, you're gonna have the wrath of carry on your butt. Also, I learned something about this piece of board that comes across your floor when the slide out comes in. So what you're seeing here is the carpet pulled up on the slide out. So when it comes in and out, it's gonna look like this. And my tech was telling me never step on this. See how it goes down? Apparently it's screwed in the back with these screws. And the more you step on this while it's inside, it'll pull those screws out behind. So don't walk on this slide-in floor. So being that the trailer's so small, this is the only area that we have to walk in, and you can't really tiptoe through there in order to do anything. So what I've done is I've got a 2x4 and I've stuck it underneath that subfloor, and what that's done is that's alleviated all the pressure on that floor, so I actually can step on the floor now, and that's going to be a huge advantage for us when we're loading, unloading, and working in the camper. We can step on the floor now. So something I did notice was that when I see how that top goes up and then when it goes out it goes down, that's how you know it's completely sealed, so don't worry about it. Okay, so one other thing that I've heard is they say that you're not supposed to put your slide in or out with a low battery. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. And also it's supposed to be plugged into 110. I did talk to a technician and he said that it has to do not with voltage but with amperage, and that he really didn't think that would hurt the slide to pull it in or out with a low battery. So since I'm a slide newbie, go ahead and put something in the comments below and let's learn something together. So something else I learned is with the slide topper, some slides where it rolls up right there has a cover on it, and they suggested that you take the screws out and take that cover off, because all that crap that's up there on your slide topper is going to roll back into that little metal protection. So I thought that was good, and I wonder if I should have one on there to protect that. And something else that I had a question about is, you know those slide supports, you know, those two poles that you stick underneath your slide to keep it, you know, the weight off of it? I talked to a technician about that, and he said he doesn't suggest that just because he said your RV will settle at night and it actually pushes up onto the slide out and makes it at a weird angle, and he said it's not good for it. And he said that all the mechanical and all the engineering of the slide out itself, it is made to take that weight, and he said he wouldn't suggest it. He just kind of called it snake oil. And if you make those, I'm sorry, because I'm still undecided, because I don't know. It just seems like a good idea to me, and so I'm still gathering research. So put a comment below, tell me what you think. Okay, so we're really excited about our slide. You know, we've only got to use it one time, actually twice when we changed campgrounds, but we haven't really got to get in it, but we noticed the huge difference it is. And it's small. I mean, we wanted a small slide out because we pull with a 1500 truck, so I wanted to keep that weight on there right. So anyway, we got the small slide and it made a huge difference inside there. We're very excited about it, but it's an ongoing experience and I need some more information about the slide. But so far, we like the slide. I didn't like the squeaking. We're excited about going into our expanded living room without having to rub on each other, which is not a bad thing sometimes. So anyway, here we go. Slide out.